Welcome to part 3 of our challenge of beating the original Mass Effect without weapon or power damage. If you missed part 2, click the card above. There we rescued Liara and took down the Krogan Battle Master. Following Theorem, I decided to hop right into Virmire to see how we would fare against Saren. The start of Virmire is largely a Mako-centric area, so I mainly just drive past everything. But when I got to the Colossus, I wondered how I could kill him easily. Remember the armatures on Theorem being pushed into the lava? Let's try that again. Ouch. Oh, that's the greatest. So that's amazing. Here's a handy note for players. On these little gate sections, you can park the Mako in a way that you can get in from the balcony and save yourself some time. When it comes to the choice of killing Rex or keeping him alive, you better believe I kept him alive. I definitely need him in fights. Which also means that obviously Kaidan is about to die, because I also need Ashley in fights. On the way to the base, there's a ton of Krogan that I all but ignore, and once inside I somehow trap this Geth Juggernaut in a corner and slowly beat him to death. So many melee-specific bugs happen in this run. We then get to this moment, one of the most epic in the series.
You are not Saren.
What is that?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am sovereign.
So I encounter an issue leading up to this moment here. I can't hit the airborne drones. I know there are a bunch guarding this elevator, and I'm not sure if I need to kill them all to use the elevator. Not only that, there's a few beefy Krogan as well. I run up to the elevator door and there's no button. I don't know how to open it, so I kind of just start hitting enemies, hiding in this corner to heal, until finally, for some reason, the elevator shows up. And then, this random Geth gets up from a melee attack behind the elevator wall. What the hell? With Ashley and Rex down, I am able to finish him off with a grenade and use the elevator to get out of there. Unfortunately, this is where my team gets split up and I have to use Garrus instead of Ashley. I put up an attempt counter because I assume this is going to take me a while. My first attempt goes poorly as the team of Krogan and Geth ghosts annihilate me right out of the literal gate. I attempt to hide in the elevator, but the Krogan chase me in and kill me while I can't move. Bear in mind there is no save point between here and fighting Saren, unless these enemies all go down. This is the third attempt here. I forgot to update the counter until halfway through, but I managed to get into the elevator with only one Krogan and take him out upstairs. These guys are brutal. And as mentioned before, rest in peace, Kaidan.
Williams, radio Joker and tell him to meet us at the pond.
Yes, Commander,
It's the right choice.
I managed to lure the other two Krogan back up the elevator in hopes they'd be far enough away for me to save, but that's not the case. I have to do the whole thing here or retry again. Facing the Geth back outside now, I focus on the little people first. Garrus is useless, as expected, but even Rex goes down and I am not looking good. I discover that hiding behind this random pillar keeps me safe from the Geth Prime, and allows me to take out both the Destroyer and Juggernaut, using Unity on cooldown so my squad can offer some damage.
That is sexual. Oh no.
Eventually, all that is left is the Geth Prime. I'm able to heal up fully behind that pillar. Here's the full fight on 4 times speed. This one enemy took 3 full minutes to kill, and I almost went down once. I'm so glad I don't have to do this again. I basically have to use all my skills off cooldown to stay alive. I'm pretty sure this thing has regenerating health and shields as well, so my squad mates offer very little. So, Saren flies, right? How do I win this battle? Well, turns out I'm invincible, so I just wait for him to die. Rex and Garrus managed to take him out after a few minutes while I just stood there. And I'm gonna be honest, the rest of the game is pretty straightforward. With my current level and skill tree, I very rarely die anymore, and neither do Rex and Ashley. I was concerned about the Rachni on Noveria, but here's how easy they were. They even get knocked prone by my melee attacks sometimes. It was harder getting to Benezia's base in the Mako because of all the turrets and Geth than it was to do the rest of Noveria, so let's just jump right to the fight with Benezia. I think this might be the easiest time I have ever had with this fight. This is the whole first attempt on 2 times speed. Geth take more damage from melee damage than anything other than Overload, and melee attacks go right through shields, so both the Biotics and the Geth are pushovers.
Okay, so far so good.
Benezia is also a pushover. So that's it. All we have left is Ilos and Saren. Tune in for the next and final episode of this challenge. And sadly, I need the Renegade points, so the Rachni are goners.